Mr. Abernathy. Done the face, well, I've done the start of the face. I'm up to the wash stage on that, but as with the other minis, it's exactly the same process as episode 17 on YouTube. I'm going to use Stegadon Scale Green. Looking at the box art, is all the same colour that I can see anyway, but I'm going to switch things up with doing a different colour waistcoat. The suit is going to be the same colour as the outer coat as well, just to save time really. The shirt has been done in a light grey, so is the tie, but everything else is going to be the Stegadon Scale Green apart from the waistcoat. So I'm not going to bore you with me painting the whole model one colour. I'll just block it in and then we'll be ready for the next stage. So next up is the wash. Now I'm going to use this night blue. It's a really dark blue. If you got the old Games Workshop midnight blue, it'd be something similar to that. So I've added a bit of black to that, a couple of drops of water and a couple of drops of flow improver just to make a wash. If you haven't got the colours, or if you've got the GW washes, I suppose it would be that Drakenhof nightshade with a bit of black in it, or Nuln Oil. I'm a bit annoyed really because I'm doing two of these today. I've snapped the wand on the other one, so I'm going to have to do a quick repair at some point. Pretty straight wand actually, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so I'll carry on doing the wash and I'll see you at the next stage. So I'm going to start the layering now. So I've got Citadel's Dark Reaper, and just going to apply that to the raised areas. So you've got the creases coming down the leg. Again, this probably won't become apparent until about a second pass. I'll continue with the rest of the jacket. So we're just outlining the coat underneath, or the suit jacket, and I'm pulling the pigment towards the edge there. I'll leave the shadow alone. edge of the coat, because this is all going to be the same colour, the jacket, the trousers and the overcoat. So back to the trousers. So I've done a second pass on the trousers and I'm fairly happy with them. I've done one layer. I'm just doing the second pass now on the back of the coat, and it's a matter of concentrating it on the more prominent creases. Stay out of the shadow areas. And then I'm just going to pick out the creases on the sleeves as well after that. Maybe pretty difficult to see because it's so dark, but it will become more apparent when we add more highlights. So the next highlight is going to be a bit of Dark Reaper and Thunderhawk blue, so it's about a 50-50 mix, and we're after a transition now. So we started the highlight there last time, so we'll start about here and pull it down. So that's about halfway down from that highlight there. Probably getting the gist of what I do now. An attempt to create volume.
Second pass now. On the inside of the coat now, I'm pulling only from a few mils inside the jacket and pulling it towards the edge. Just to create a highlight there. Not so much there because it's in shadow, so I'll just go up here and concentrate on the edge. I'll leave that bit in there. I'll just do the edge of the absolute edge of the jacket. Let's build it up. So second pass on the trousers. Or maybe even be the third. I'm not sure, I've lost count now. Doing another pass anyway. That's another highlight now of the Thunderhawk blue. And it'll be mostly edge highlighting with this and the tops of each crease. So what I'm doing here is I'm using the edge of the brush. It's still very thin paint, but at the end of each stroke I'm just depositing paint where I finish the stroke. So I'll do a stroke, deposit there, do another stroke, deposit a little bit further down. So you build up the highlight along the length of the coat. find that brings the highlight up a lot quicker than any other way. So let's do the lapels now. I'll work my way down the lapel. A similar thing, but I'm pulling the paint towards the edge of that fold, and I'm not going all the way down. I'm just staying at the top area within the area that I highlighted before. I'll do a couple of passes of this. I'm just pulling it into the middle of the thigh, or the middle of the highlighted area. So that's starting to come now. I'll probably do one more tone for the highlight. Okay, on to the second pass with that one now. Same as before. Build up that edge highlight. Try and stay in a smaller area again now. Okay, so the final highlight is Vallejo's pale blue-grey, and it's the same. I've got like a glazy consistency. I'm just going to highlight again now. especially the edges. Wherever I think they've got the sharpest creases. I think it's so much better than using a black. Now, this is the only black that I've used is for the actual shade, but it's still got the feeling that he's wearing a black coat, and we haven't really used black in any great quantity. I think that's the secret of the pros, is they don't use black. Picking out all the tops of the folds now. You could call these spot highlights, the GW painters use. Oops. Where they put a little dot of white here and there. Just to emphasize the highlight, so that's what I'm doing now. I'll make sure they're all in the line of the area that's coming to highlight. So I'll put one there, maybe there. Tip of that collar. Need to decide on the colour of the waistcoat now while I'm doing this. I'm really tempted to go with a red. It'd be a nice colour to go against the dark greeny blue that we've been using. And of course you can do edge highlights along the bottom of the coat as well.
Right, suitably dark. Okay, so I've done scarlet in there, and that's led me on to the second one now. And yes, I've broken the second wand. I can't believe it. I'm going to use Citadel's Jean Steeler Purple, and we're going to do a purple waistcoat on this guy. And it's just a case of blocking it in to start with. Be very careful up the top, not to get any on the shirt. And it'll take a couple of passes because it was quite dark. But I know we're going to wash it with the purple wash anyway, but try and get a nice solid opaque base coat on it. Okay, so I'm just going to block in the tie as well now. So I've got dark Reaper with a bit of black on it. It's purely for the fact of aesthetics, really, because ideally you want an area of dark, an area of light, and then an area of dark again. So I'll keep the shirt light, and we'll do a dark tie. Quick wash of the waistcoats now. Obviously that's for the purple, as for the scarlet. So I'll do the purple one first. Okay. I haven't even bothered washing my brush. Just got straight in. Might be a little bit of purple on here, but it's all the same tone. I'll just wait for this to dry. Okay, so I'm going to start highlighting the red waistcoat with I've got a flat red. I'm just applying this to the top of each fold on the waistcoat. I haven't exactly got a great brush for this. I really should swap it for something better, but we'll go with it for now. So I'm adding some orange to the flat red to get a highlight. And same again, but working in a slightly smaller area on the top of the folds. And this is orange on its own. I'm going to take a couple of coats because orange is quite a weak colour. So I'll go for a second pass.
Let's get in there. Now I'm making a dark red wash by adding some really dark green to it. This is a very dark red wash now. I'm just going to dab it into some of the recesses and folds, so the opposite area of where we were highlighting, just to try and get a bit of contrast going. And we're getting there. Just wait for that wash part to dry. So while that's drying, I've got off-white and we've watered this down about 50%, and I'm just going to highlight the top of that collar and the V shape that comes down. I'll take a couple of coats. I've just got to highlight again for the waistcoat. That's just about enough on that actually. So I've done the base as well, using the same method as one of the previous episodes, and just need to repair the wand and he's done, I think. So let's move on to the purple waistcoat next. Okay, so we'll start with a highlight with what's that one? Jean Steeler Purple, and same deal as the red one, is to pick out those raised areas. I've added a tiny bit of off-white to it now. And I'll do another pass on the highlights. Same again. You notice I'm doing like an L shape, so I'm going from the top of the crease and then slightly down the edge of the waistcoat. I just add a little bit more white to it. So it's got like a really pink colour now. Just do a smaller highlight. And go Nagaroth Night now. It's quite dark. And I'm going to make a glazy, washy kind of really thin consistency, and we're going in the opposite to the highlight area. Just to boost that contrast. I'll leave that dry. And we'll get a highlight on that collar. As you can see, I've repaired the one on this, but I haven't painted it yet. But I'm just going to pick a brown, and it'll be done, I think. I've got one more highlight. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Alright, so they're done. Let's just grab the other one. Let me know which waistcoat you prefer, the purple or the red. I think I like the purple one myself. So that's them done. I'll just sign off now, I think. Yeah, really enjoyable doing these ones, and that completes the 3. So we've got Vinda Kral and Abernathy, Grindelwald's followers. So all done. Another 3 off the list now, so that's excellent progress for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Get in touch if you did. If there's anything you want to see, get in touch in the comments below. If you don't understand anything, let me know. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. But that's it from me for now. We'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.